These are Rahaf Mohammed al-Qunun's first steps toward her new life. The Saudi teenager left Bangkok today en route to Toronto. Canada answered the UN's call to grant her asylum.
That is something that we are pleased to do because Canada is a country that understands how important it is to stand up for human rights, to stand up for women's rights around the world.
Al-Qunun captured global attention after barricading herself in a Thai hotel and pleading for help on social media.
I want asylum.
She says she escaped her abusive family after renouncing Islam and that if she were to be sent home, she would be killed. Thai immigration officials say al-Qunun refused to meet with her father and brother before leaving for Canada.
The success of this young woman in fleeing Saudi repression, in finding a safe haven, this will reverberate throughout Saudi Arabia.
Al-Qunun's arrival in Canada could further strain the relationship between Ottawa and Riyadh.
The reaction in Saudi Arabia is going to be difficult.
Difficult because Saudi Arabia is already furious with Canada over tweets demanding the release of human rights activists. In a swift response, the kingdom recalled all Saudi students, cancelled flights, ordered its ambassador home, and kicked Canada's ambassador, Dennis Horak, out.
I think the intensity of the Saudi reaction, is going to be conditioned in part by what happens next.
The more attention al-Qunun gets, the greater the potential for Saudi retaliation. There are no signs she's planning to shy away from the public, tweeting the journey to her new home with a glass of red wine and the simple hashtag, I did it. Canada did not get much public support during the summer dispute with Saudi Arabia. But given the recent outrage over the murder of Jamal Khashoggi and the war in Yemen, Canada may now have some vocal allies. Katie Simpson, CBC News, Ottawa.
It is worth pointing out that a few short years ago, her escape might not have been possible. But such is the power and speed of social media in a connected world. And now al-Qunun's bid for freedom is making waves inside the kingdom and out.
Rahaf Mohammed al-Qunun, mark my words, is going to start a revolution in Saudi Arabia. Go on social media now and watch the accounts of so many young Saudis.
Al-Qunun's story already inspiring other Saudi women to share their stories, threatening to leave the country using an Arabic language hashtag that roughly translates as remove the guardianship system or we'll all migrate. That would appear to be a bold stand considering last May's crackdown on Saudi feminists.
And those activists have not been charged, they've not been put on trial, several of them have been tortured, one of them has been waterboarded, and their only crime, quote unquote, is that they for years have been fighting to end the guardianship system.
And to underscore just how risky being a Saudi feminist can be, one of the women who helped Rahaf spoke to CBC Radio this week. She now lives in Canada, but was too afraid of the regime to give her name.
It is scary. You know, even when you are trying to support this campaign in Saudi Arabia, you always have to cover your tracks. If you got caught, this is something bad.
Still, Rahaf's story has inspired other similar campaigns. Hashtag Save Basma hopes to help a Yemeni girl get asylum in Turkey. She fears being killed by family back home after renouncing Islam. And hashtag Save Hakeem supports a Bahraini soccer player currently detained in Thailand. He fears prison or torture if he's sent home for once taking part in a pro-democracy rally. And a last note on the story tonight, Canada was not actually Rahaf al-Qunun's first choice. She had first planned to go to Australia, which was open to taking her, but would not grant automatic asylum. When Canada said it would, she jumped at the chance.